Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beautiful Keenan Stadium, nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tar Heels will kick this deep to begin the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's right. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will get the first swing today. Well, Kirk, you could just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
Back to throw. It's Hauser. Short connection to the tight end here. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own.
And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The Pirates bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. The Tar Heels offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Looking for a gap. It's Hampton. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Hampton. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They call the draw play here. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
In the clear at the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hauser. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. That's caught. It's Hampton. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
First down, looking to throw the football. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To throw, it's Hauser. Looking to the end zone. Caught quickly, and he'll be brought down.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They tackle him about the 14.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Makes a quick catch. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking for the wide out. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hampton.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And the Tar Heels will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. A running play called on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Criswell. The pocket breaking down. The pass is caught.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Back to pass. It's Hauser. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
The Pirates will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On the ground, it's Hampton. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really...
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Offense backed up here, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to boot it away. And he's able to send the punt away. And the fair catch, signal for it taken. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. There's the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Ending off on the draw play. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, you could see the defense there completely fooled. They're getting upfield. They're trying to apply pressure on the quarterback, thinking that they're going to throw the ball. But instead, they go with the draw play, completely fools the defense. They're out of position, gave the offensive line some really nice blocking angles, and gave the back plenty of room to pick up that first down.
Important second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. The Pirates will bring their punt team onto the field. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, East Carolina. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. This one is right through, and they add to their lead.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tar Heels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Criswell. Defense is coming after him. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the left side. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Hampton.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense is out there. They're going to try for it again on 4th down. They're just 1 for 4. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Criswell. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Pirates will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass, it's Criswell. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hampton. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass. It's Criswell. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's right. And he's brought down at the 16. Would be better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hauser. He's running out of time here. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The Pirates will bring their punt team on the field now. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Hampton. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they will claim the second half lead.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's got some space here. On the move. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Pirates. He just sprints into the end zone. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there as far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
So they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. North Carolina, 14. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. To throw, it's Criswell. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, it's a gain. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Hampton. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive moving. Handing off on the draw play. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And now they run the draw play. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Dropping back, it's Criswell. And this pass is caught. Touchdown, UNC. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
This is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's right. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? It's a quarterback keeper. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but is just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Pirates will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Fielded at the 25. And the return will be brought down. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. He hands it off from the gun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Graham behind the line. It's Hampton. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Criswell. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Tar Heels will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
And the running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Handoff from the shotgun. And we're able to get him down. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. East Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Pirates will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Pirates pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The Pirates lining up here on 1st and 10.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looking downfield. It's Hauser. Eludes a tackle. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before Feiner being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Tight end goes in motion. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Using his legs, it's Hampton. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the 1st down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And now they'll run it on the draw. And that one produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.